Hey, what is up, everybody? This is your boy AJ Tripp, and we are live here to talk about what just went down with the final episodes of Crisis on Infinite Earths, Part 4 and Part 5. And this entire thing has just been incredible. It really has. The first three back in December were just they were magical, and then the way this came to be tonight it was just truly awesome. And for me as someone who enjoyed Avengers Infinity War and everything that set up to the Avengers Infinity War, and then when it happened, it was just so awesome. And then Endgame happened, and that was very good as well. This, I think, is the TV version of that. I think that's what this is. This is the TV version of that. This is going back to last year when they teased Crisis on Infinite Earths, and to what to appear to what and this I was not a big I'm not a big comic book fan, at least when it comes to like superheroes and anything like that. Back in the day, I used to get Archie comics, but so it wasn't a big thing on Infinite Earth. So I looked for the YouTube videos and things like that. The only thing I did know about Crisis on Infinite Earths is that there's gonna be a big crossover. Last year's crossover was disappointing because yes, the legends didn't appear and they didn't do a whole lot of other stuff. It was just um, the Flash and Supergirl and Green Arrow, and it was just them, and it was just them. But see, this is the kind of crossover that I like when you get to have multiple people doing multiple things. And at the end there we had Dreamer. She was a part of it with Wild Dog, and I was sad to see that the Black Canary didn't get involved, and that was kind of unfortunate for me in my part. I would have liked to have seen that. And like to see other ones. I don't know where the other Black Canary, Katie Cassidy. I don't know where she was, and so I know they couldn't. They wanted to try to get everything and done. What they could have done, and let's maybe we all agree on this. They could have took that Bebo thing. They could have took that Bebo thing out and just they could have they maybe did some of that stuff. I would have liked to have seen John go and talk to Black Lightning. Which, by the way, we didn't get into all of this, but how good is it that now these main characters are all now on one Earth? How good is that, right? So that was great. But yes, there was just a lot of great stuff. And let's go back to the beginning of the crisis, and we talked about at least tonight. I, I have no idea who Gleek is. I don't know who Gleek is. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure. I want to like do a Google search really quick, see what a Gleek is. Is like is Gleek is, is it something that's gonna go to the next year's crossover, or is it something that's going to like screw with the legends or something? So I'm not sure. So I don't know who Gleek is, but as soon I can I tell you this? This is how crazy I was. The fact that we saw Ezra Miller in the first part of the in the first part tonight of the crossover, I started thinking it's the Joker. That's how my mind got. That's how they got me. I started thinking it's the Joker. It's the monkey from the Wonder Twins. Okay, so well maybe we're getting the Wonder Twins, which is awesome. Back in Smallville, we got if you guys are young enough, old enough to have watched Smallville, I think in season 8 we got the Wonder Twins. They was there, so No, it's season 9. It was season 9, I believe. Season 9 was when he went all black. But yeah, we got the Wonder Twins, and you know, in on Smallville. So maybe we get the Wonder Twins now. That would be a cool, you know, another cool team to do. I wanted them to bring back, you know, Hawkman and Hawkgirl from the first season of the Legends. So I thought get to see them back. How did I feel about the ending? I thought it was perfect. I thought the ending was perfect. I thought that was a perfect way to end this crisis. And I know some people, I have not checked anything yet about how anybody really feel about it. And you guys can let me know what you guys think about the ending. But for me, I thought for this universe, you know, that we're seeing the Arrowverse, I thought that was a perfect ending to bring together the Justice League, Superman, Supergirl, uh, White Canary, the Flash, Black Lightning, and and Batgirl, bringing them all together as you know this version of the Justice League. So I hope a lot of people out there are not going to be upset because it's not the true Justice League and it's Batman and everything like that. But I thought that was perfect for how to end this crisis. Yeah, well, in my opinion, they really needed to do that. They really needed to blend the earths because and and if you were going to bring Black Lightning into the into the arrow into the Arrowverse into this crossover, then you definitely needed to have his his world blended and I just think and the thing with it's a lot easier because um all of the shows except Black Lightning, they're filmed in Vancouver. I believe they're all filmed in Vancouver. I think Black Lightning is actually filmed in Georgia, I believe. So yeah, so I think Freeland is now on Earth One, or as I said on the TV, Earth Prime. So yeah, I think Freeland is on Earth Prime now, and that would be good because I think now also what you can do is now is that you can now do mini crossovers. You don't have to do a big crossover. You can do mini crossovers like the thing they did a couple years ago with the on the musical crossover with Supergirl and the Flash. They did that musical crossover. You can now do mini crossovers like that, where you can do it since they all now on one Earth. Guess what? Black Knight needs some help. You call the Flash. Or you can call Batwoman. Same thing. Batwoman needs some help. She can call on John Jones. I think it's all of it is going to be fun. I'm interested to see how they do Supergirl with the Lex Luthor thing because I think that's something that again they could have focused on that when they were doing the whole Bebo thing. I have no idea. That blows my mind. One thing I put this out on Twitter. The one thing about the Legends of Tomorrow shows that they always go in a weird direction or they make a weird turn with their shows. And and this was technically the Legends of Tomorrow show. The second hour was the Legends of Tomorrow, and that's what they did. They did a left turn, the whole Bebo thing. Um, you was questioning yourself throughout the whole episode. Was you questioning yourself because you were kind of like I don't know how to feel about this. I didn't like it. So yeah, Stargirl is on Earth too. Yeah, that's and I guess I guess you can say, well, why is Stargirl on Earth too, right? Why is Stargirl on Earth too? Why are the Green Lantern on Earth 12? Now I guess because well I don't know about Stargirl. The Stargirl is going to be on the CW network. The Green Lanterns are going to be on HBO or on the HBO streaming service. So I guess that's why you put them on Earth 12, maybe. We know that, and I think the other ones were the Titans. The Titans were we saw it from back in December. They showed the Titans. So I think one of those were the Titans, right? I think the Titans were on the Earth 9, I believe it was. Yeah, yeah. Well, I think that's exactly what when we figured out that Oliver was not going to survive this crossover, and I think most of us most of us was hoping that maybe there would be some other way, but I think most of us thought after last year when when he made that deal with the Monitor, we knew that he wasn't going to survive this crossover. Most of us thought that, but um, I think it just makes sense. And listen, the CW, the Arrowverse, they should not be any they should not have a problem with copying Endgame and what happened with Endgame or anything like that, because that's exactly what it was supposed to be. So I have no problem with them doing the Endgame style. That's what this was. This was Infinity War and Endgame, and their version of it on the TV show. And again, I thought it was fantastic. Yeah, yeah, that did too. And again, like I said earlier, I think that's a good thing, because then now it doesn't make sense for them to have to travel to another Earth to get Kara or anything like that. So I've not heard anything about that. There was a there was a rumor that when Arrow gets ready because Arrow's gonna have his final episodes in these upcoming weeks. I'm not sure how it happens, but um, there was supposed to be something that be a surprise that Diggle would like he would do something. Maybe he would be a Green Lantern or anything like that. But I'm not sure if they kept that. And speaking of kept keeping things, yes, the Reverse Flash. He was supposed to be. I didn't see him. I didn't see unless I totally missed him. I didn't see him in this final part of the crossover. I didn't see the Reverse Flash. So I think you're right, RGD. Uh, I think they may have taken the Reverse Flash out of the thing, because it may have been just too much. Sometimes they do that. There's so many characters, maybe just take one out, and they wanted to keep the Nash character in there because they felt the Nash character was more efficient to helping out the heroes make that shrinking bomb. So I wanted to see Superman's sons. Oh yeah, and that's a great thing. Like on this new Earth, right? This new Earth, the things that happen, because we know what happened with Flashpoint, right? So did have a daughter, right? And then when what's his face when the Flash did Flashpoint, all of a sudden Diggle had a son. He had another son. So and then now with this now he now has a he has his daughter back, Sarah, right? And and then like before the thing he had only one son, right? He had John. Now he has two sons now. So it's going to be interesting to see what we know about these sons. I can't wait for all of this to come back. Um, it starts this Sunday. We're gonna get Supergirl and Batwoman coming back, so that's gonna be really good. Um, and see where they pick up where they left off, especially now with Lex Luthor, and now being apparently, and I don't, and obviously I don't believe it. It's this is obviously Lex Luthor. I'm sure Lex Luthor remembers everything, and he is probably just doing the whole. He's gonna play his role as good until he can try to kill Superman or Supergirl. So yeah, and that was another thing. Like I mentioned that earlier. I wanted more. I would like to, instead of them doing the whole Bebo stuff, I would like to have seen more characters. Have being involved, whether they were being told about it, whether they were being remembered with John doing his telepathy thing. Um, to have them be more involved. And it would have been good to see Joe and Iris. I thought that it would have been good to have seen Cisco on the show and others too. Like I said, Katie Cassidy's Black Canary. Where was she at? I'd like to see her. Her Earth is back. Maybe she's on her Earth. Maybe she's on Earth too. So maybe that's why we didn't see her. But I'd like to have seen her. So but all of it was just it was delicious tonight. At least from my opinion, I thought it was. I thought the first few the first 20 minutes was kind of slow getting back into it, but I really thought that after those 20 minutes and after they started to once Oliver showed up and they was and the Flash had went through everybody and he woke everybody up and he had found everybody and he brought them to the anti-universe. I thought that's when it started to get bring itself back, and I really enjoyed it from ever since then. Uh, yeah, I do understand. I do understand. I think the Bebo stuff was comic relief, but I thought that maybe they could have kept the comic relief out of it. Like maybe the comic relief just should have been Rory doing his Rebecca's Savage thing. That could have been the comic relief. I didn't necessarily need to see Bebo and have a magician, you know, be part of it. So I really didn't need to see that. Yes, Ezra Miller. Um, like to me that I just didn't expect it. I knew we were probably going to get some more TV crossovers. I did not think we were going to get the movie crossover. I just didn't think it. And then to have Ezra Miller stand there in a type of Flash costume. I don't know if I don't know. It didn't look like his movie costume, but it looked like when you could tell you knew it was the Flash and he was Barry Allen. That was fantastic. They did a great job with that. I'm sure everybody, when they saw that, dropped their mouth. It was just, come on now, right? It's you just didn't expect it. You didn't expect them to go towards the movie, but they did, and they went towards the movie. So that was totally awesome. I love that. Green Lantern Earth, yes, we talked about it because they're on HBO. They're not going to be on Earth Prime. They're on Earth 12, but I'm sure, I'm sure that we're going, at some point we're probably going to get some Green Lantern on the TV Earth. So that's going to be fantastic. Do you think things will be more from the Super Friends cartoons than the comics? I'm not sure. I'm not necessarily. I didn't never watch the Super Friends cartoon show, and I never read Super Friends comics books. But I think that they are going to try their best to keep it, from straight from the comics. I know obviously they can't because there's no Batman and everything like that. And you've added Supergirl and everything like that. Martian Manhunter is still here, so that's good. Like for really, they've got most of the entire Justice League. They don't have Wonder Woman, they don't have Batman, but they've got some other ones like filling in. They've got White Canary filling in for like Wonder Woman. They have Batwoman for Batman. So and they've got like Supergirl for like the Hawk Girl. So uh, it's we'll have to wait and see how they do it. But if they try to, as best as they can, stay with the comic books while still putting their own twist on it and on all of the shows. So I would think that when they do crossovers, when they do things like that, they're going to try to stick directly to the comics while still putting their spin on it. Was that Robin next to Stargirl? I don't know. I could. I still have it. I can go. I can like fast forward back to it and check it out because I think I'm still on the CW on my TV, but I just knew that it was Stargirl and she's on Earth too. So and who knows? Maybe Katie Cassidy will be doing some stuff over there on that TV show on the Stargirl. Who was the character who was jumping around in circles? Are you talking about at the during the end when they were showing all of the Earths, or was it something else that I'm missing? So the character jumping around in circles. Yes, at the end. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at it because I just like again like I know like they were I think they were trying to cover all of the DC TV shows and things like that. Like they wanted to do Stargirl and the new Green Lantern show, and then like I don't think they were trying to do Titans and everything like that. Well, Kate Kane is on Earth One, Earth Prime. So um, I don't think it is or a different Kate. Maybe let's see. Um, so let's see. Earth 12. We got the Green Lanterns. Earth 19. Swamp Thing. Right. I think that's Swamp Thing. Earth 9. Those are the Titans. Um, Earth 21. Yeah, I'm not sure what. Yeah, I'm sure you're talking about like Earth 21. They're around dancing and everything like that. So I have no idea who those people in Earth 21 was. Um, the young Justice. Well, yeah, maybe it could have been the young Justice members because there was that. Then could that been would that have been like Beast Boy up there with him? Or maybe the Watchmen? Could it have been the Watchmen? Because there's like a guy here with that Rorschach thing on his face. I don't know. We just have to wait and see. I can't tell you who it is, but it's I'm sure it's it's probably gonna be pretty good if it's anything like anything else in this Arrowverse. I said earlier, love FIFA God. I had no idea who Gleek is. I know that uh, one of the um one of the people here said that Gleek is the monkey from the Wonder Twins. So I got a little excited about that because I liked the Wonder Twins from the Smallville show. So if the Wonder Twins are gonna appear in the Arrowverse, I think that could be fantastic. And Allen, founder of the Justice League, yeah. Again, like I said, because this is the TV show, it's gonna be a whole different a whole different thing, when it comes to the Justice League. But I think it's still gonna be could be really, really good. It's not gonna be Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. It's gonna be Supergirl, White Canary, and the Flash being the founders. Probably Nancy Drew. What is Nancy Drew like part of the I don't remember Nancy Drew being part of the DC universe, but who knows? Maybe it could just be part of like the CW because they did a lot of crossovers here. I was not expecting. Like going back to the December shows, Lucifer. I mean, he showed out of nowhere, and I know that was Fox. And then like way years ago, there was that Constantine show, and then like years ago, Constantine appears. So and that's another one that did not show up, tonight. So it looks like Cyborg. It probably could. Yeah, it probably could be Cyborg. Um, so is Cyborg a Titan or is he someone else? Is he part of another group? Um, is he part of Young Justice too? Maybe. Yeah, actually, I think as I rewind and then I'm rewinding over here on my thing now. As I keep looking at it, there is like this young black male, and it looks like he looks to have something on his face as if like it's metal. So yeah, absolutely, he's got something on his face that is metal. That is Cyborg. I think you're right, Christy. I think you're right. I think that's Cyborg. I don't know why I got emotional. Listen, man, you know, you don't get upset at yourself because um this, you know, you get invested in these shows. You get invested in these shows, and these shows, you know, you get invested in these characters, and they do a great job. And you want to see, you know, see these, you know, characters continue on. So, as I remember a few years ago, um back when Agent of Shield was was really still popular, and they had those two people on the show, and and they really just and they, you know, they wrote them off in a way that, you know, so that they wouldn't be a part of the team anymore. And oh, I was crying. I couldn't believe it. I was so crying so much, and I just said, you supposed to entertain me, not make me cry. But you know, they have so much stuff. You know, they do it so well to get you, and when they get you, you know, that's the best part. And believe me, what was it? What season was it? Was it season one or was it season two? I think it was season one, right? It was season one when Flash went back to try to save his mother, and then the Flash that was there stopped him, said, "No, don't do it." That one right there, that's the one that gets you. That's the one. That's the best one that got me from all of the TV shows. That's the one that got me. The fact that he stood there, and he had to let his mother die. That was the one that got me. Yeah. So yeah, don't don't get upset at yourself if you get emotional, man. These characters, they do such a great job with them, and they do this to pull on your heartstrings. I have not seen the Flash trailer for the new episodes. I know on here they on the thing they said that it was supposed to be um it was supposed to be back February 2nd, because I think what they're gonna do is I think we've got two two episodes of Arrow to go. I think we've got two episodes left. Obviously, the series finale, and then I think they're gonna bring back the Flash after that. So, but I've not seen the new trailer. Um, I can't wait to see who's gonna be the new one. Is Bloodborne gonna come back, or are they having a new villain? So I can't wait to see that. Oh, but the cameo of the DCE, yes, again, Ezra Miller coming up was us. I couldn't believe it. I wish they should add Ezra more to the Arrowverse. Well, and there's that big thing with Ezra right now, right? And everything like that. That they're not even, you know, they're trying to make the Flash movie, but there's so much turmoil that they just decided not to, um, you know, it's like, you know, they're not even like trying to make it or something like that. And I understand that, you know, Warner Brothers and everybody like that have decided they actually want to try to reboot the rebuke the movie universe because it's not being as acclaimed as the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that's what they want. They want people to fawn over the DC movie universe, you know, like, you know, everybody does for the Marvel, and it just hasn't happened like that. You know, everybody loves Wonder Woman. For what everybody I've seen, they liked they really liked Aquaman, but everything else has been, you know, it's a up and down thing. Some people like the Justice League and the Batman versus Superman. Some people don't, and there. So and same thing with like Man of Steel, and we know what's going on with them. So um, can I do a reaction of the new trailer right now? I can check and see if check check and see if it's up, because I would like to see what they have in store for for the new Flash, for this second half of the season. Because this has just been, because it's the first half. Even though all of these shows were doing other things, it was mainly about the crisis. Oliver was about trying to get ready for the crisis. You know, uh, Flash was getting ready for the crisis, even though he had this other stuff to do. And there was, and this is a lot of other things. So, um, they've already got it up too. I see up here, Crisis on Infinite Earths, Ezra Miller as the Flash cameo. They already have it up, so it is. It was trending on Twitter, so you knew that it was going to be a big thing. Um, I can't believe that it still it's just a thing. It's a new Flash trailer. So yeah, so let's see if we get a new Flash trailer. But yeah, otherwise, again, I thought this was a great ending to it. I loved the first hour and how they set up the second hour. Again, it could have, the only thing I didn't like about you know tonight was the Bebo thing. I thought the Bebo thing could have. I know it was there for comic relief, but I thought they could have done without it. Could have added some other characters in it. But still, I thought it was great. I love the fact that they mended everybody onto one Earth now. So that's good. All of the now we can all now have all of the when the next crossover come up, they all can be on one Earth. So um okay, so let's see. I think this might be it. The Flash Dead or Alive season trailer. Um so let's see. So I'm going straight live through through YouTube, so I'm not gonna be able to like pull the thing up so that you guys could see it as well. But you guys can hear it. And obviously you can see my reactions to it. And just go to the CW Network YouTube page, and you can watch it as well if you want to. So let's see. It's called The Flash Dead or Alive season trailer. So let's see. There's of course. There's of course. Arrowverse. All right, so I've got so many things running. It looks to be a little slow. So let's see. It's probably not going to stream all the way through.
I once met a young man, a superhero. The world has come to know him as the fastest man alive. Very like a flash.
Okay. So that was like a season in review trailer. So Iris is a bad bitch now. Yeah, yeah. She probably could be. Um, you said it's called Marathon trailer. Okay, let me check really quick for that because this was just like reviewing the stuff that's already gone down in the season. So let me go Flash. Uh, hold on. Flash Marathon trailer. Okay, I see it. Okay, so it's the episode 10. And it actually was just 8 minutes ago. Wow. Okay, so season 10, season 6. Excuse me, this ain't season 10, not yet. Season 6, episode 10 trailer. Okay, so let's look at this one.
Crisis is over and you didn't die. No dark future moving over us. Feels nice. It really does. Secret organization has been operating in some. These people, they live in the darkness. And the absence of light. They will not be brought out of the shadows easily. Everybody down! Now that the multiverse is gone, physics has changed entirely. Earth was rebuilt. I have to do everything I can to protect. Earth has more threats, and we don't know where they're coming from. Oh. Something's off. You've been acting kind of different. I had to start planning for a life without you. We don't live in crisis mode anymore. I have to expose this organization. Get out of there. I can't be your damsel in distress anymore. Our timeline has been rewritten. With all these changes to our reality, maybe figure out who you want to be in this post-crisis world.
Ooh, okay. So we have another flashpoint type of thing going here where the they've saved the world, but now there are other things changing in the world. Cisco's talking about physics has changed. I don't know necessarily how that could be. How could physics change? But who knows? Maybe they did change, and that'd be interesting to see about that. And then and I can see what you said now. Said how you said that Iris is a bad bitch now. Yes, so she said she's not going to be a damsel in distress anymore. So that could be it's another flashpoint thing, y'all, where it's now changing. So again, we've got so much good stuff I think coming ahead with all of these shows: Batgirl, Supergirl, The Flash, um, Legends of Tomorrow, all of this. Black Lightning as well. You can't forget Black Lightning. Now that I'll say this about Black Lightning. Even though I tried to get into it, I wasn't really into I haven't gotten really into Black Lightning that much. The first season I was kind of really into it. The second season really took me out of it. So I'm not really into Black Lightning, but I continue to watch it because you never know you never know when it can turn around. If you ever, and it doesn't have to be like superhero shows. Is there, like you, if you have guys haven't had a show that you watch that you like, well, I watch it because for whatever, whether the first season was good or you watch it because it's done by this guy that you like or whatever, or an actor is on the show that you like, and you like you want to like it, but it's just it's not all there. It's just not all there for you. But you continue to watch it because hope that it gets better. That's how I kind of am with Black Lightning. Like I kind of hope that Black Lightning gets better. You know, uh, I don't think it is, but I can't stop watching it because of it's a part of this now, especially now. Now it's a part of the universe now. It's a part of the Arrowverse, and he's on Earth Prime, and who knows will show up. Supergirl shows up on Black Lightning one night, and I stopped watching it. It could be one of the best episodes in the world. So, but yeah, that's so. But I'm going to continue to watch Black Lightning, just as hope that it turns around. At least for me, I know a lot of people out there they do love it, and I see it on Twitter all the night. So. But yeah, that actually, Lil FIFA, that was a pretty good trailer. Pretty good trailer for episode 10. So I think that's gonna be very interesting. Um, yeah, I would agree with you. Yeah, she's very very bad. Um, how to watch part five? If you talk about part five of the Crisis, part five was the second hour. That was on the DC Legends of Tomorrow TV show. That was part five. That looks crazy. Iris is angry. Yes, she is. Yeah, she is. She probably has some chains too. Yeah, there's no more breaches. There's no more breaches. Yeah, that's and especially now, you know, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to see if because the monitor gave Cisco back his vibe power. So we have to see now if and that was one thing at the end of that trailer that Caitlin was saying to Cisco, you have to see in this new world, you have to see who you are, who you want to be, because maybe he still has his power, so he could still make breaches and vibe to different Earths, but so it will still be breaches of him, but there's no breaches. They don't have to breach to 38 for you know for to go get Supergirl anymore. She's now on the same Earth, so wonderful. And then there's a Black Lightning new trailer. Well, yeah, man, let's check that out real quick. Let's see. There's probably new trailers for all of them. Since most of them are gonna get back to their new things next week. I am really really intrigued about Lex Luthor and how Supergirl's gonna stop Lex Luthor in Supergirl. I'm really intrigued on that. I'm also intrigued about how they're going to do um how they're gonna do Lena Luthor. Now, does Lena remember, or does she not remember? And if she doesn't remember, will Lex, 'cause I'm almost certain Lex remembers. So will Lex now, would he now make Lena Luthor remember and then have her go back, turn it on, Supergirl? Okay. Is it called anything? Because I'm not seeing a new Black Lightning trailer. Let's see. Is it called anything? Because I'm not seeing a new Black Lightning trailer right now. So I love John's new suit. Yeah, John's new suit was awesome. I think we're gonna see John Jones, Martian Manhunter. I think we're gonna see a more badass version of him in the second half. Black Like Me, episode 10. Okay. Episode 10 trailer. Okay. Let's see. I'm still not getting anything. So I might have to try look at another tape. Maybe I'll do a reaction for it at another time. Okay, so I think maybe that this might be it. Yeah. There's I see something called Black Lightning 3 season 3 episode 10 promo, the book of Markovia, chapter 1, blessing and curses reborn. This was 54 minutes ago. So I don't see anything about the Black Light. Well, actually, I think you when you put it down, you said Black Lightning episode 10. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Jamarian. That's exactly what it was. It was TV promos. TV promos came right up when I put episode 10 in. Yeah, well, it's such a it's such a I'm not sure about Black Lightning because and I don't know if Black Lightning is like not a very well known superhero or if it's just the fact that they were doing like this drug stuff. I don't know, but it's and I know where they were going with it. It's it's a real life. It's almost like they're not trying to do they're trying to make it like realistic. They're trying to make or like a realistic superhero. Like if you or me or anybody else got superpowers, what would we do? We're not going to be fighting, some spaced out universe god. you know, we're not gonna, we're not gonna be fighting some shark man that like the Flash, something like that. We would be fighting drug dealers and drug kingpins and things like that. We go to because we think of superheroes as fantasy, and this is almost kind of like reality, almost like a reality superhero. So let's check this trailer out for Black Lightning.
I traveled to an alternate dimension. We saved humanity. I'm headed home. There's to prepping the moon. And the resistance has to stop them. Why are you always trying to stop me from doing what you know is right? You could have killed someone. I think I did. And here I thought it was going to be another boy.
Oh damn, he's back. Really? I thought we were done with Tobias.
We need to put that
That's what he's doing.
Trust me.
You don't trust him.
Everything you're going to do for me is because we love you.
Yeah. So I think again, it's going to be all of these shows are going to be they're going to have to walk the line of dealing with crisis and then also trying to get back into their own stories again. So I think that's going to be something interesting to think about. Do I think Brandon Routh they gave his due from being Superman? Well, yeah, I think that's one of the things that they wanted to do. I think again, they were trying to they were trying to give us that effect of everything when back in December when they first started the crossover and they were doing like the Earth and they did Earth 89 the first year the first Batman movie with Michael Keaton and they had the guys there and then they went to Earth 99 and they did Kevin Conroy Batman and they did all of this and then they went to Earth 96 for the Superman and so I think they were definitely trying to make everything seem like together, like all of this was together, and this was all different parts of the whole multiverse. I think a lot of it is trying to set everybody up, and I also think let's be honest, it was a fun thing to do, right? Because we got Brendan Rouse who played Superman, so why not have him be Superman? On the show. Just like they gave us that quick thing with Tom Welling in Smallville, and having him come out, and find out that he gave up his powers. And you know what? And I like that because it stayed with what that Smallville was. That entire show um Clark really didn't want his powers. He saw his powers as a hindrance and not a blessing. He really didn't see his powers as a gift. And even though he used his powers to help people and save the world and things like that, and at some point he kind of embraced who he was. But that makes so much sense for him to give up his powers for his family because that's what he always wanted to do. So that was good. And Christy, you also say Black Lightning is too serious and too heavy. Supergirl is current with real life issues without being deep and sad. Yeah, again, I can see that. I can see that. Um, because they're talking about because they have all the issues because like they were doing it last year, right, with the aliens and things like that, and you kind of have the things here, in real life issues with the immigrants and things like that, and coming across the border and things like that. So yeah, they were kind of doing that without it being deep and sad, and so I definitely get that. I definitely see how that can turn off some people from Black Lightning too. So, so n- uh, Nickish, Nickish I 11, Nick. I'll just call you Nick. Part five was the second hour of the crossover tonight. So if you've watched both hours, that's part five. The second hour is part five. Yeah. Instead of doing it two nights, they just decided to do it on one full night. So the first hour was part four, and then the second hour was part five. Um, so that's how it is. And yeah, that's a great one. You can watch it on the CW app. You can watch it tomorrow. It would appear on the CW. You go on the app or you go on CW.com. You can watch it free. You don't have to sign up for anything like that. It just appears if you haven't seen it tonight. Uh, So I like this girl, and she has a boyfriend, which she, which she's my best friend, and I can't find a way to tell her how I feel without making things weird. Well, kind of a very interesting question there. Um, didn't expect to get that one. We was talking about all of the crisis tonight, but I answered it, and I'll just say this. Uh, it's it's gonna be weird, that's what feelings are. Feelings will make you feelings will make you um have things like that. So that's what you need to do. You need to weigh off what you want. Do you want to tell this girl your feelings and possibly have yourself a girlfriend or anything like that, or do you not want to do it for fear that if you do tell them that you made things weird? And listen, and we've all been there. We've all had to, we've all thought that if we told somebody how we feel, that and it can make it weird between us. But you have to weigh the options out. So only you can only you can figure it out. I don't me or anybody else can't tell you what to do. I mean, you have to figure out what you want to do. She's like your Iris. Well, listen. If you think you're Barry Allen, then you go for it. You see what happened. Um, Although what happened was that uh, old uh, old dude died. Old dude died, but you don't want nobody to die, obviously. But Barry get Iris in the end. So again, you have to figure it out, my friend. You have to figure it out. So let's go ahead and let's wrap things up here. Just to go over again really quick. Just I thought again this was fantastic. All on all together, even going back to December and the three parts in December. I thought those episodes were great. I thought they were great storytelling, and especially the first one. Because the first one, we get it right out the bat, all the way right out of the bat. And I don't think any. I think again, all of us thought that there was a possibility that that was going to happen, but to have it on the first episode was just it was mind blowing to see it like that. So, well, thank you, my friend. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. And and to have it, happen on that first night was just incredible. And then they went back and they tried to wake him up with the Lazarus pit. They went to another Earth, which Jonah Hex was on that Earth, and to revive him there. And then he went to purgatory, and had to go there and become the Spectre and all of that stuff. And by the way, where was Mia? Well, I guess if they rebuilt the Earth, I guess Mia was back in the future, right? So she was back in the future. Yeah, she wouldn't have come back to this time at Earth because she would just be the little girl again. So and then again, let's say it does. Is the little boy Connor? It was Connor Hawk. Was that or was that JJ? I don't know. All of it's gonna be interesting to figure it out. I just can't wait. And where was William? Yes, again, where was William? So again, it's probably gonna take a few episodes to clear everything up, with all of these shows. And then we can get back into the normalcy of each show. But I think this is gonna be again some great stuff coming down the line with all of these shows. I think they might put out some of their best work to date. Um, Although they really could, they could say, "Hey, we just gave you an awesome crossover. We just gonna we gonna kick back, relax, and just give you crap for the next 4 months." That can be that. That easily can happen too. There are TV shows that do that. You know, they give you a hell of a, a hell of a winter finale, and then they say, we'll kick it with we'll rest on our laurels for the spring until and then we'll do some stuff next year. But really, really good. I thought this was a great way to end the crisis. I thought it was fantastic. Especially it's really true at the end with the table, the Justice League and everything like that. So I had so much fun. Well, that's just the way it is right now. It's they're on breaks. Because I think they're on breaks for real life because they probably film shows. Like in a lot of weeks. They probably film week after week after week, and then they probably take 2 or 3 week break, and then to get to catch back on schedule. They will give the TV shows week breaks. So and I understand, and sometimes I just think it's a good thing too. I also think it's a good thing because it gives the actors a break to take their mind off what they need to do, and they can relax and they take a vacation. I think it gives us a break too because as much as we want to keep it going and keep into it, and we need so much involved in the stories. It's probably good to take a 2 or 3 week break from a TV show, and then we miss it, and then we can't wait for it to come back. That was Grant's birthday gift from the seat. Well, you never know. You never know if it was or it wasn't. Um, but whatever it was a great, definitely a great episode, and totally enjoyed this entire crossover. It was fantastic. So, all right, y'all. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Thanks you guys for watching. Thanks for staying here with us for an hour talking about the Crisis on Infinite Earths. This was fantastic. Um, Thanks for DVL, subscribe, and thanks to anybody else who has done the same. And thanks just for being here. I do a lot of reaction videos and I try not to laugh. And I'm a wrestling fan, so if you like wrestling, I talk about wrestling on here. I do a lot of stuff on here. So, if you want to hit that subscribe button, make sure you like the video and you share anything you got. This is us again. This was totally awesome. I don't do a lot of these special TV shows. TV show reactions, but for something big like this, I do like reaction videos for these, and also I'll go to movies, so I do movie reviews. Black Widow, my reaction to the Black Widow trailer is just I did that about 5 hours ago, so that should be up on my channel, so you can go back and look at my reaction to that. Actually, don't actually go look at that because I had camera troubles. I had camera troubles. So I'm stuck. I'm in like space age like this, and for some reason when I was recording it didn't happen like that. But then when I posted it, the screen I'm froze. Like the picture, the movie is the reaction is going, but I'm just stuck in like space. So yeah, actually, don't go back and watch that. But I have other videos you can go back and watch as well. So, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here for this past hour talking about Crisis on Infinite Earths. And thank you for the CW for putting out this great content for us to watch. Appreciate that. And of course, I can't do more but to thank Stephen Amell, Oliver Queen for giving us 10 years of fantastic television. Thank you so much. As always, y'all, be good to each other. Be careful out there. And I am out. He died twice. Yeah, Oliver died twice. All right, see y'all later.